Hey guys, SlimKirby here. I'm back for more Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. In between the two videos, or in between the making of the commentary for this video and the last video, I decided that the footage I'm going to cut out for this chapter is mostly going to be the other unit turns, because nothing really happens in those turns. Also, you're guaranteed that the units won't die, because a lot of these units are pretty strong, and even if the enemies manage to slaughter all of them but Joffrey is not going to die. He really isn't. There's like no way for him to die. Maybe on hard mode, but even then I have my doubts, because he is a very strong character. And he should survive no matter what. So do not worry about Joffrey dying. And just don't worry about the green units in general. They should be able to handle the battle by themselves. Now, if you, I'd still recommend you make a break for the boss, though, because I think the boss will go after Joffrey at a certain turn, and you don't want Joffrey to get the kill on the boss, especially since he's a green unit, and you really do not want that. So, in between the two turns, both Lucia and Bastion entered the field of battle and joined the blue units, so we can now command them. Lucia, I think I talked about briefly in the last few videos, or video 100, I think. She is a sword master and not a very good one, in my opinion. I think she is the worst sword master in the game. I think Mia, Zahark, and Stefan are all better than she is, so I really recommend you do not use Lucia. Also, she has a skill equipped called Parity. Parity. I think that's right. Yeah, Parity. That skill, it negates all Terran bonuses. It negates criticals, and I believe it also negates weapon advantages and stuff like that. So, I really recommend you don't use her. If not for Parity, then for her stats as well, because they're not good as well. So yeah, I just recommend not using Lucia. Maybe if you're that desperate and all your other units are dead, but otherwise, I really do not recommend her. As for Bastion, right now his only downside is his current level. But Bastion is actually a really good unit, and he has amazing growths for his point in the game. So he will actually gain a lot of good stats whenever he levels up. That makes him a very good unit. Almost an amazing unit. So I recommend using Bastion if you have nobody else better to use. But otherwise, I don't think there's anything wrong with the team I have, so I'm not going to be using them. But yes, I was actually surprised when I learned about Bastion's good growths, because I looked online and I was like, whoa, those are good growths. He could actually be a really good unit. And he's not that bad, I must say. He's not that bad. I wouldn't rely on him to, like, solo the whole chapter, but who knows? He could. One of the reasons that do make him a good unit, though, is he actually has very high defense. And for a Sage, having high defense is actually a good thing, because then you could actually use him against ordinary fighting units. Given his defense is not like a general's defense or Ike's defense, but it's still a pretty good defense. So that's basically all I have to say about Bastion. Overall, though, I didn't really make use of either of them in this battle, just because I didn't really feel like it. And I think my units are pretty good without them, so no big deal. Okay, enemy phase. Now, the recording, the first part of the recording is about to end in a few seconds. And it ended in the worst possible place. Because, as you know, I'm going to be using Nephene's battle animation, because I want to see a critical from her. Well, the footage decided to cut right here. So, you didn't get to see the battle, and ironically, Nephene got a critical during the battle. So, that really pissed me off. because for the rest of the battle, I'm not going to get a Nephany critical until the very end. So that was almost like a kick in the crotch. But yeah, she has a pretty cool critical animation, I must say. It's almost cooler than the Swordmaster. Although the Swordmaster animation isn't really that good in this game. It's better in other games, but in this game it's kind of like, oh, okay, he can move fast. Good for him. And in a second, the other turn is going to begin. And of course, I cut it out. Nothing much really happened there. And we got some reinforcements over here. A Berserker. We haven't seen one of those in a while. And then we also have a normal Brigand. So I'm probably going to use Soren's Blizzard to take out that Brigand. Just to give him a little extra experience, and because I really just wanted to get rid of the spell. Let's see. I was kind of hoping for a critical right here for a redemption by Nephany, but nope, just a normal, stupid attack. I reckon Nephany could critical. I reckon she could. But in that battle, she didn't. She had to critical for the off-screen battle of all battles. Okay, in this house, you get a skill. I believe the skill is called Savior. If I remember correctly, what Savior does is whenever a mounted unit, or I guess it really doesn't have to be a mounted unit, it could be any unit, but when one unit is carrying around using the rescue function, if a unit is carrying around another unit, they won't lose any of their penalty bonuses. Like, usually when you're carrying another unit, like, you'll lose speed and you'll also lose, I think, skill. But with the Savior skill equipped, you won't lose anything. You'll be able to attack as normal. It's a pretty handy skill if you plan to do some rescuing, but otherwise, I really wouldn't worry about it. I want to move these guys up, not because I plan to use them, but because you want to be careful about units you leave behind, and you'll see why in a few turns. To give you a hint of who exactly is coming, I'm just going to give you one hint. Chapter 11. If you can't figure it out from that, well, don't worry, it'll be in the next video, I think. Not really that big of a secret. A lot of people who've played this game know who's going to come. And since I'm making such a big emphasis on who's coming, you could probably guess who it is anyways, but still. Just trying to keep it a little bit secret for those who can't quite figure it out. Right here I got a little risky with my unit movements. I probably shouldn't have, but I figured that, you know, I've been playing this chapter for a while. I don't think there's really any... Oh, critical by Jill right there. That was kind of cool looking. But, yeah, I figured that a lot of these units in this area aren't that strong. So I could probably risk it a little bit, but turns out you can't really try to risk things in this game. Sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches and take it easy. You can't always go gung-ho. Gung-ho players, they have their strengths, but they have the biggest weakness, not realizing what could happen. So I'll go ahead and put Gotri right here. I get kind of worried right here because Rise took quite a bit of damage. And then, in a little bit, someone else is going to take a lot of damage. Ouch, that hurt. And of course, Mist is so weak she couldn't do any damage to that guy. You know, Ike, you could have activated Aether right there. There wasn't really anything stopping you. And then Gotri's also going to be taking a lot of damage. Okay, 15. That's not too bad, but still. That Valkyrie got critical. That's hilarious. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to cut out some more footage in a little bit because of the other turn, the other unit turn, the green unit turn. And then, while I'm waiting for this video to save, I'll probably go take a shower because I just woke up a few, well, maybe not a few minutes ago, but I woke up like 30 minutes ago. I've been working on this commentary ever since I woke up, just so I could get it done and not worry about it for the rest of the day. Since it is Tuesday now, this video is probably going to go up on Wednesday. But this way I can worry about other things. Yeah, I got both of my healers healed. That'll help me in the long run. And I should probably end the video here, I guess. This is SlimKirby. See you guys next time for more Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Later, guys.